Labubus were demonic was not like, this is my story on how my Labubu was demonic and how it affected my life. So I got my Labubu 2 months ago. I was so happy when I got it. I got a little club. I put it on my bag. I always had it on me. I just thought it was like the cutest little thing. It brought me so much happiness. Or so I thought. Ever since I got the Labubu, my life has been in chaos. Let's start with the fact that I have been ill non-stop. One illness to another for the last 2 months. I've been medicated on like 7 different prescription drugs since I got my Labubu. Started by a rash on my chest, all over my chest, all over my torso. I was having hives and a rash, and then right when that was ending, I got bit by something in my sleep, and my whole hand and arm was swollen, like swollen. I'm gonna insert photos, like I can't even recognize my hand. I was in the hospital for 2 days and for that times. I was on like 5 different prescriptions for that. It was so painful, and right when that was ending, I started getting back pain. Okay, started getting back pain, which is very not normal for me as well. And right when that was ending, I got an infection. I had to take antibiotics again and again. Like, it was like the illness was not trying to leave my body. And then right when that finished, I got a cold that I'm now recovering from. Another thing was I was having nightmares. I was having a lot of nightmares. Every single night was an unpleasant dream. And it wasn't until I started having like demonic nightmares that I was starting to really think about like, hey, this is not normal. Like, I had a nightmare where like I was watching myself, but it was like in the form of a movie. Like I was in the movie and there was like a demon like behind me, but like controlling me. Like I was like, okay, this is not okay. I also started having like trouble with my relationships, like for no real reason. And I started having really negative thoughts about my life and myself, all these things, and I started affecting my relationships. When I really like sat down and thought about it, I'm like, okay, I keep seeing on my TikTok feed that like people are saying that that Labubus are demonic, but I just like would just scroll past them, like, oh, like da da da, I don't know. And then it kind of clicked to me. I'm like, oh my god, like when did I start having all this chaos in my life? Ever since I got my Labubu, okay? And it kind of broke my heart to decide that I will no longer be keeping a Labubu and that I'm gonna have to burn my Labubu. But that kind of just goes to show how like the devil really shows up in your life, not in horrific, scary, uninviting ways, but in ways that are very like cute and pleasant, and like you're inviting it into your life unintentionally. It's disguised as this cute little furry doll that you can dress up and put on your bed. Yeah, girl, that's why I'm like, okay, I feel like even now, like every day I kind of think about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I want to keep my Labubu, it's so cute, but I'm like, absolutely not, absolutely nuts. Okay, I repel that energy from me. I'm gonna be burning it. I play prayers in my house like every single day, and I already feeling like the better energy coming back into my life and all these things. But yeah, just something to think about, because I definitely agree that Labubus are demonic.
If you can't see that Labubu is evil and brainwashing children, you need to see this video. Labubu is inspired from an ancient Mesopotamian demon named Pazuzu. And this Pazuzu character is considered king of the demons of the wind, winds that bring famine and disease. The Simpsons literally predicted that there was going to be this phenomenon. This is an occult method of introducing entities through the entertainment industry. This is a demon disguised as aesthetic. Its cuteness is the delivery system to implant your unconscious with evil. Kids are the most energetically susceptible. When they interact with things through imagination, play, emotion, that activates the link between the subconscious and the archetypal symbols. So when you present this demon looking thing with this terrifying smile, just looking right at you, you're going to accept that as normal. We should not have kids around these things. You have been warned.
Story time. My daughter bought these less than 24 hours ago and has had 2 nosebleeds since then. And I just recently found out apparently they're demons. We went to cheer practice last night, and 2 of the other moms says they don't let their daughters get these because they heard that they're demons. Now what are the odds? She hasn't even had them 24 hours and has had 2 nosebleeds. So now she's terrified of them. After wanting them so badly, we're taking them back to the store to see if we can get our money back. So, if you believe in that or not, I don't know, but we're not going to take any more chances. Just letting you know.
Labubus are demonic.
There's no one touching that. That's a fucking Labubu. Are we serious?
Yes, I am afraid we are quite serious. This is just another fad that people are buying into, not understanding the spiritual ramifications. People are saying that these things are cute, that they have to collect them and get as many as they can. Bro, this is demonic. And you don't know what type of hexes and spells the manufacturers are putting on these toys. And this goes for any toy, not just this one. This goes for any toy. This goes for anything that you buy. there is a darker element to many things in this world that people don't want to accept. For instance, the movie Toy Story was my favorite movie as a kid, but guys, the truth is, these are a bunch of talking toys that play like they are inanimate when their owner comes back. But when their owner is away, they're talking, they're having a grand time. Now, yes, it's just a kid's movie, and many people like to show their kids this. As I said, it was my favorite movie as a kid. But when you look at it, you really start to see, why are these toys up and talking? What type of juju is on these toys? And I know people will think that it's crazy to think like this, but this is something you have to take into account. These are the days and times where we need to be pleading the blood of Jesus upon us everywhere we go, in everything that we do, everything that we see, because there's so much blatant evil out and about. As you can see, that Labubu toy was spinning, and people were saying, oh, well, maybe it's the AC. The AC is not blowing that. And you want to know how I know? Because the AC doesn't even blow car fresheners like that. So we can cut that out. That is some weird juju that just got caught on camera. This stuff is real. The spiritual elements of the world are very real, and they're always happening. Good versus evil, dark versus light.
Whack. That's what happens when you bring demonic items in your home. And just from reading what I read right here is enough for me to tell you, if these dolls are in your house, more than likely there's going to be some demonic spirit that's probably going to come with them. This is one of the biggest keys I can tell you. You know that you don't have any demonic activity going on now, but you bring in this doll, and all of a sudden you're getting anxiety. All of a sudden your kids are acting rebellious, they're acting out, they're becoming addicted to these dolls. If you see these kind of things happening, then you can guarantee there is witchcraft influence behind the doll, and you need to get rid of it.
Labubu is demonic because some people say they are, other people say I bring my Labubu to church. What's the deal here? Okay, let's investigate. So the creator said that the Labubus came from Nordic mythology, which is pagan mythology. The Bible calls pagan gods and goddesses demons. The internet says these are elf-like monsters. Okay, so elves, monsters, pagan mythology. This is not looking good for the Labubus. With cases like these, this is when we really need to walk in discernment. Are you going to get demon possessed by owning a Labubu? Probably not. But could you get nightmares? Could you get sleep paralysis? Could you be bringing in spirits into your home? Very well. You very well could be doing that. That is not outside the realm of possibilities. The second way we can use discernment is look at their faces. Look at the design, okay? This is creepy. It's giving monster. It's just that it's not giving glory to God. These are the times when you want to know how to hear God's voice for yourself, and you want to put the conviction of the Holy Spirit above what the culture says is cool and trendy and collectible. What good is it if you get this toy that's cool right now? It's not going to be cool in a year, but then you start getting sleep paralysis. Like, it's not worth it. So if you're asking me, I do think Labubus are demonic. I would never give one to my daughter. I would never bring one into my home. They're creepy. I don't even think they're cool. This is something between you and the Lord, and you need to ask God and be obedient if he says to throw it out. Because in the mythology, the elves and the goblins and the sprites and the fairies, those represent spirits, unclean spirits, okay? Like, again, I don't think you're gonna get possessed if you go buy one, but you definitely could be bringing demons into your home, and we don't want that. So that's why I want to make this video, to warn anybody. Pray, ask God for yourself, and use wisdom and discernment, guys. It's not that hard. If you want to learn more about how to discern between good and evil, what is witchcraft, what is not, what is demonic, what is not, my new book, Breaking Demonic Chains, is out for pre-order, and it breaks down how to spot the demonic and how to know when something is from God. So you don't have to depend on other people to tell you what's holy and what's not, what's demonic and what's not. You can have the tools to be able to discern and know for yourself. If you thought this video was helpful, follow for more and share this with somebody who owns a Labubu.
Bro, are Labubus demonic? Story time. So a couple days ago, I went inside of a Home Goods and I was looking around at the candles, and then I turn around and I see this. Just like this, the Labubu was like sitting on the shelf next to all these candles. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I can't believe it. This toy is literally like sold out everywhere. Like, people are like overpricing it on Facebook Marketplace. Like, you can get a hold of these toys anywhere. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna take it. So I take it home. And one thing my husband tells me is like, that thing better not be demonic. And I was like, yeah, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a toy. And so I take it home. And that night I was thinking, I was like, but what are the odds that this toy that's like a multi-billionaire toy that's been famous, that's trending, that no one knew what it was and just left it on that shelf and no one else picked it up? Like, I was like, that's kind of weird though, that like no one knew what it was and didn't see it before I did, because the store was pretty packed. But anyways, I paid no mind to it. The following day, my chest starts hurting. And I'm like, why do I feel like there's like a tug like in my heart? Like, I was like, and it feels like I've been kind of like stabbed. I was like, it feels really, really weird. But I was like, it's whatever. So I grabbed the toy and I put it in my drawer in my room. And I'm like, I'm not going to look at it, like whatever. Okay, well, today I'm on my way to the gym and I'm driving. And all of a sudden, the light turns yellow and then it turns red really fast. And I was able to slam my brakes on time, so I didn't hit the person in front of me. But I was looking at my rearview mirror and I see the person coming at me. And I drive a Miata, like a 2-seater Miata car. And that's like one of the most dangerous cars because I can be killed in seconds and so can the car. And so I see them coming and I'm like, in split seconds, I'm like, they're going to hit me. And they did. They hit me. I was like, oh my God. And I freaked out and I started crying and I was like, I don't know what to do. I felt so much anxiety. So I tried to pull out of traffic. So I didn't stop traffic for something like minor, like, because I was fine. But this person just kept going. He ran off. Like, he didn't stop or see if I was okay or nothing. And so I started crying and I started calling my mom and they're like, it's okay. Don't worry. And then I get home and I look and I see how bad the car is and stuff. And I'm like in distress because I'm like, I can't believe this happened to me. Like, I've had this car, like I'm a Formula 1 driver. Like, I know how to drive. Like, how could I have gotten into a car accident? And I just started thinking and I'm like, dude, it's this little toy. I'm like, what are the odds that all of a sudden all this like paranormal activity starts happening to me? Like, my chest starts hurting. I start feeling ill. I get into a wreck today. Like, that's freaking crazy.
Y'all need to stop following every trend. That Labubu doll, it's evil. A girl posted a video saying she threw hers out after waking up with a scar on her neck. No one else was in the room, no pets, no sharp objects, just her and that creepy doll.
To throw my Labubu away, and that's what I did. Cut the show. Cut the motherfucking show. Y'all, look at this. That's a damn motherfucking hickey. That is
How did
not
that get
scratch.
there?
My nails are not even that long or sharp for me to scratch myself. I took a nap, y'all, like an hour and a half nap right now.
Her brother came in at 3 a.m., left the door open, came back, and it was fully closed. So who shut it? And now people are pulling up old Simpsons clips where a doll just like Labubu causes chaos. Y'all know the Simpsons be predicting stuff. This isn't the only case. Other people say they've had nightmares, scratches, cold spots, and weird sounds, all after getting one of these dolls. And honestly, why buy a toy that looks like that? The sharp teeth, wide eyes, it looks cursed. Keep playing with this stuff if you want, but don't say you weren't warned. Had a weird Labubu story? Drop it in the comments. Follow for more.
A chilling find after people are finding microchips hiding inside their Labubu dolls.
These are Labubu dolls, the latest craze trending all over social media. And when they are back in stock, they typically sell out in minutes. These highly desirable collectibles come available in blind boxes, which means you won't know what you're getting until you open the box, and some collectors are finding more than they bargained for.
My dog chewed up my Labubu, and that's when I saw it. That's when I saw the microchip.
Collectors claim to have found microchips inside the plush toys, capable of recording audio and transmitting data.
I'm returning my Labubus because I paid way too much money to be getting spied on, and I feel betrayed.
Authorities suspect these devices, hidden in the doll's stuffing, may be part of something sinister.
We are investigating the matter, and this appears to be an isolated incident unrelated to the company.
As the toy's global supply chain faces scrutiny. From fashion fad to sneaky spies, Labubu dolls continue to sell out everywhere. Will you be getting one?
Dark story behind Labubu. Officially, creator Ka-Sing Lung presented them as quirky little monsters. But what the public doesn't know is that he was once a pathologist obsessed with the death of children. Over the span of 10 years, children disappeared across Asia, always without a trace. No bodies, no evidence, No answers. When the disappearances were finally linked to Lung, it was already too late. His apartment had been turned into a macabre laboratory, the walls covered in children's drawings, blood-soaked stuffed animals, and hundreds of Labubu figures. Inside each toy was a carefully engraved name, invisible to the naked eye but revealed under UV light, the names of the missing children. The most horrifying discovery was at the core of each figurine, a tiny, hermetically sealed capsule containing a real, mummified child's heart. Lung claimed they were souls whispering to him, and that the toys helped the children stay with him forever. After Lung mysteriously vanished, the Labubu figures somehow made their way into the market. People who buy them often report intense nightmares, whispering coming from their closets, or the unmistakable feeling of being watched. A mother from Singapore even claimed her daughter began drawing Labubu before they ever owned the toy, and in her dreams, it told her its name, one that matched a real missing child. Labubu may look cute, but every grin hides the silent scream of a child that never got the chance to grow up.
There's apparently cameras inside of Labubu. I just know something was off with those things. This honestly doesn't even shock me. They were extremely creepy looking, and they were expensive for no reason. Safe to say, I have never bought one, and I never will buy one. So if you're thinking of buying one, just be careful.
Nah, cause why the fuck is there a box in this Labubu's head? I don't know if you can hear this shit. And some stitching that goes right up the middle of this fucking Labubu. There's a full-on fucking box back here. And we're about to find out. Open sesame. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? There's a battery. There's a place for a battery. What? What the fuck? Huh? Is that a fucking camera? What the fuck? It's a light? What the fuck is that? Okay, go ahead. What the fuck? There's no, is there a battery? There's no power. Is that a battery?
More and more parents are showing videos of the ice cream man showing up in late hours of the night trying to sell ice cream to their kids. And this is a totally different ice cream truck. As you can see, this person posted this at 9:38 p.m. This truck is white, the other one was a dark blue, and there's no reason to be selling ice cream at this hour. Now, if you don't already know, there's a lot of reports in Virginia of over 50 kids missing, and the parents keep on posting videos of this ice cream truck and a few others in the area driving around at late hours. I think it's about time for the ice cream truck guys to start making videos showing that there's no reason for us to think that they're up to anything else but selling ice cream. Because people want to know what the heck is going on.
Ice cream man is parked outside my house at 9 o'clock at night. Like, there's no kids out there. Nobody's getting ice cream. He's just sitting there playing his loud ass music, and he's been there for like 15 minutes.
And parents want answers because there's literally no reason for children to be going up to strange men in vehicles buying ice cream from them in the middle of the night.
What are you doing? No, you're not kidnapping my son. What are you doing?
Ice cream man is parked outside my house at 9 o'clock at night. Like, there's no kids out there. Nobody's getting ice cream. He's just sitting there playing his loud ass music, and he's been there for like 15 minutes.
There's a lot of reports in Virginia of over 50 kids missing, and parents want answers because there's literally no reason for children to be going up to strange men in vehicles buying ice cream from them in the middle of the night.
Hey! Hey, it's them ice cream trucks! Oh, hell nah. Oh, hell nah. Hey, stop! Hey, stop taking them kids, motherfucker!
Yep, your children are being surveyed 247 right now, as they are being taken with no one doing anything to stop it. And if you see these vans, it's too late. People were terrified after the missing kids report in Virginia showed not only almost 100 kids missing in just the last few days in just one town, but they're being helped by the police. Hunting videos show unlabeled white vans playing ice cream truck music, driving around town from 9 p.m. into the late hours of the night into empty parking lots, empty parks, and even parked outside of homes at night, all happening around the same time. The missing children reports keep going up with not only no Amber Alerts being sent out at all, but the police are refusing to stop this. Many police officers have even stopped responding to those who called and say no kids are missing at all, and the reports are all from once missing kids that are now returned. But parents are saying otherwise. Missing. Well, this is just a theory. It's still very strange.
Do not let these people lie to you. There is 100% 42 to 50 kids missing in Virginia right now. I'm saying this because my boyfriend told me this morning that the radio was saying that all was a lie. Saying that police confirmed that it was a lie, that 100 kids aren't missing, that there are kidnappings, just not a mass kidnapping. But you have those family members saying that what y'all are reporting is a lie and they're not back home. I need you guys to start waking the hell up, okay? A lot of y'all have been asleep for way too long, and now things are starting to happen. A lot of things are starting to happen. And if you still continue to choose to ignore it and not pay attention to it, it will f*** us over. Be the loud voice in your family. Be the outcast, okay? We need more people to speak up about this, and it tends to be the little bit younger generation. Not saying the older generation can't, but the small creators, speak up about it, post about it. Those couple people mean everything.
A lot of people are asking me to post the videos of us chasing down the ice cream truck, so here they are. It's an ice cream truck that's been out operating at late, weird times at night. In my last video, I explained while we were following him, he turned down a weird unmarked road, and we turned down too. But it just didn't seem safe, so that's when we turn around to go back home. But as soon as we turn around, that's when he started following us. Almost like he led us down that road to switch it up and follow us. So we go to Sheets, and it's like 5 minutes down the road, and here's the clip. This is right in front of Sheets.
Oh my god, here it comes.
At this point, we go to walk into Sheets. So we go to walk into Sheets because we feel more safe. There was people. In my last video, like I said, Sheets ended up being closed, but Sheets is always open. That was so weird. And that's when the guy in the ice cream truck literally got out, and I could see he was walking towards me. And he comes up to me and he says, "Who goes around chasing people, beeping their horns all crazy at 10 p.m. I basically said, "Have you not seen the news? Why are you operating an ice cream truck this late at night?" Honestly, at this point, I didn't really feel threatened. I thought that he thought we were following him. I don't know. Guys, this is where it gets weird. This man literally looked at me and my friend. I wasn't alone. My friend was with me the whole time. This man looked at us and said, he literally looked at us and was like, "Do you two girls want to do stuff to prove you can be trusted?" He told us he sells women for transfusions. He said they put children adrenaline into adult juice. And he said he runs Goo Gold. And we didn't even have to walk away. He
After he said that, he walked away very fast. Like, he didn't run, but it was a speed walk. At that point, we really didn't know what to say, and we took our phones out and called the police. So we get into the car to leave, but we were too scared to go home. So we were kind of just driving around. The man was gone by now. But we noticed after like 5 minutes of us driving, there was a different white van that was different from the ice cream truck. This was like just a white van. And we noticed that it was following us. So I told my friend make the next turn she can see, and it was into a parking garage. So this van was literally following us. It followed us in and it followed us out. I tried to record as much as I could in my dash cam in my car also. This was literally the man behind the white van.
What the fuck is going on in Virginia, y'all? Virginia has over 3,200 kids missing as of this year. And 35 kids within the last 2 weeks, y'all. And guess what, y'all? There's no major headlines on this whatsoever. So I need y'all to share this with as many people as you can. We need to get this shit out. This story needs to come out right now. I'm trying to understand, how does this happen? How does this go under the radar? From January 1st to August 12th, state police has reported over 3,245 missing children across the state. And since the start of August, 35 kids gone. That's 35 families waking up every day to the worst kind of uncertainty. Shit like this make you wonder, like, what's really going on out there? Are these kids runaways? Are they in custody? Or are they being the T word? I'm starting to think, like, is this some little corruption going on behind closed doors? Like they organizing this shit? How many of these kids that disappeared, case get solved? And how many quietly fade into like some cold files or some shit? We always hear protect the kids. But if we're 8 months in and we already lost 3,200 children, what is it going to look like by the end of this year? Make sure y'all comment down below and let me know what y'all think about this. And also share this, because it can be your brother, your cousin, your sister. It could be anybody in your family that could be one of these missing people in Virginia. This can happen anywhere.
Update on all of the missing children in Virginia right now. It has now gone up to 50 missing children in the last 2 weeks. If you read this, it says something is happening in Virginia. If you look at the missing kids reports, no Amber Alerts have been issued for the kids. Over 50 kids have gone missing in the past 2 weeks. Some people were asking on my previous post, like, is this real news? Because there's just no news outlets covering this right now. But if you look at the missing kids reports, you can clearly see it tells you what day they're missing, where they're missing from, their age, it's got their name and picture. And you guys, there are a lot. I'm just going to show you a few. I mean, if anyone recognizes any of these children, my heart is absolutely shattering. I just have no words. All of these precious children are missing, and it's within 10 days. It just makes no sense to me. I've seen post after post after post on this. And here's another one. Here's another post saying over 50 children have gone missing from the state of Virginia in the last 10 days, and not a single news outlet is speaking on it. I am just praying so hard for these children.
Okay, so I live in Virginia, and in my neighborhood, we have a creepy ice cream truck driver. Just a couple of months ago, over the summer, the ice cream truck was rolling around the neighborhood. It's the same one that we've always had. And he was posted up at the end of my driveway for a strange amount of time, like too long. And me and my children, we don't eat ice cream truck stuff. So I just went out and told him, hey, we don't even eat this stuff. So we're not customers. You know, you can go ahead and go on, you know, your route. And he kind of gave me a weird look and energy, but he did. He drove off. Thought that would be the end of him. Well, about a week later, I was coming home and there are no cars in my driveway. okay? But this ice cream truck driver is parked at the end of my driveway again. That's super creepy. Why is he parked at the end of my driveway? I don't know. So I called him out on it and I said, this is super weird. I don't want to see you here again. Who are you trying to sell ice cream to with no cars in the driveway? You need to go off somewhere. And he did. He just drove off. He didn't say anything. He just took off. Well, literally just a couple of days later, as I was coming around the corner to come home again, he was parked at the end of my driveway. And he pulled off before I could stop the car or say anything. And I told all of my friends about it in the neighborhood, and they all have similar stories about how he just kind of parks in places too long, or he drives around a little too late in the day, giving smaller kids the creepy stare. It's so strange, and I hate it. And now there are how many children missing in Virginia since August 1st? And parents are seeing ice cream trucks do strange things in the neighborhood. I don't know, dude.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's creepy.